Mic check.
Mic check.
The General Assembly.
The General Assembly
is now beginning. Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you everyone for being here.
We're now using the people's mic.
We're now using the people's mic.
Which means you repeat after me.
Or
whoever's speaking. If Katie, would you like to come up?
Katie, would you like to come up?
And she'll give us a welcome for today.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone.
If you could introduce yourself.
To
someone you haven't met. And tell each other why you're here. That would be great.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
John.
Meet you, John.
I'm here to be in the Consolidated.
I'm Matt. Nice to meet you. I'm here for Richmond to record this for my buddies to occupy Richmond.
Hi. Let's try the government.
Mic check!
I'm going to
interrupt your conversation.
As soon as the jet stops.
To begin.
This is a quote.
By Arundhati Roy.
Who's a writer.
From India. And she says. Another world is not only possible. She's already on her way. And on a quiet day. If you listen. You can hear her breathing. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank you so much. I love you guys. Welcome to day 14. Of Occupy Nashville. My name is Tristan. I'll be facilitating the assembly today. And I'd like to introduce the team.
Go team.
This is Candyman.
Candyman.
Daniel Man will be co-facilitating.
Candyman will be co-facilitating.
My name is Katie.
My name is Katie.
I'm a vibes checker today.
today.
So I will be wandering around. Making sure people are feeling all right. If you're frustrated with something. If you can't hear. If there's smoke in your face. Get my attention. Oh, si alguien aquí necesita traducción. Estoy aquí para ayudar. Sign language.
Let's translate that. If anyone needs translation, check in with Katie. Sarah?
I'm Sarah. I'm one of the greeters.
If
you have any questions, get my attention. I'll also be helping people who are just arriving. And orienting them to our process. And offering a sign-up sheet. Through outreach for new people to sign in. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Raymond. I'm the stacker. If you talked to me before, that means you get to talk now. If you ever have a statement or announcements, the stacker is the person who calls them up. So while I'm here, people who had announcements. If you would mind forming a line on this side of the stairs for me. And also if we can have a path down the middle so people can get back to their steps if they need to.
Shorter sentence, right?
Yeah, I'm stacker.
All right.
Alright.
If people can move a little closer,
People can move a little closer.
it'll help us hear each other.
It'll help us hear each other.
And it'll help us love each other.
Help us love each other.
So if you can get about as close as you can get. Jostle elbows with your neighbors. That would be really helpful. Seriously though, come closer.
Seriously, come on down.
Come on down.
Live stream.
Please.
Move right. I'll move over with it.
Okay. I'm going to do a quick introduction of how this process works. Would one person volunteer to come and hold up our agenda?
Volunteer.
I love the man. Love the man. Awesome.
All right, we started with our welcome. I'm now doing the facilitator's introduction. Then we'll go to announcements. We will have one proposal today. We'll have a conclusion. And then we're going to have a gap. For a little bit of time. For people to prepare for the march today. We're going to use some hand signs during the assembly. Try these with me. If you like something, go like this. If you're not sure if you like something, go like this. If you don't like something, go like this. If you really don't like it, then go like this. No, not that. This is very different from a block. This is a block. You only use a block if you want to bring to a halt the entire discussion. If you are so morally opposed to the proposal that you will walk away from this group. Use your block. If we still have 9/10, the proposal can move forward. But we first address every block. Because sometimes people block for a good reason that we don't know. Use these sparingly. But they are your right. If you can't hear, go like this. And we will ask the speaker to speak up.
Because of the conversations that are going on here, so that everybody can hear, if you have something that you want to talk about, it's like a sidebar conversation, we just ask that you would move back a little bit so that everyone can hear, and so that, you know, and when the announcements are made, if you would just meet with that group when their specific meeting time, then you can go into direct dialogue with them.
Candyman just demonstrated our last hand sign. This is the point of process. If we're not following our process or our agenda, please put up this sign. And the facilitator will call on you to explain how we get back on track. All right, that's our hand signals. I'm going to explain very briefly. We're using progressive stack today. That means that we prefer to hear from people who have not spoken over people who have spoken a lot. The progressive stack will be enforced, but hopefully just by y'all. Because we We're asking you to do what we call step up, step back. That means if you've spoken a lot, step back. So that other people can speak. And if you're new, step up. We want to hear from you. All right, we're going to move now to announcements. Each working group is going to explain who they are and how you can hook up with them. Because the working groups do the work of this movement. We'll start with regular announcements, and then the working groups will announce who they are.
So I have some people with important announcements. If you're in a working group and you haven't talked to me yet, please come see me off to the side before these announcements are done. Mic check. First up. We have Sean from media.
Hey, John.
So today, we are on live stream for the first time. During a GA. We would like to thank the tech team for hooking us up. We do have one solar panel that we are going to set up and haven't worked. More to be donated this week. That is all.
Okay, next up we have Elizabeth. Mic check.
Two announcements. First, sign making. Right up on the other side of the entrance table. We have we have some postboard left, but not much. We also can do two-piece signs. If we want to. So I'll see you after the GA. Second, David Rovics, who is an incredible songwriter-singer, is going to do a free concert. Up here on the plaza. Around 11:30 to 1. He's been going all around the country. Too many occupations. On Friday he was at the Memphis Gandhi King Conference. And he'll be doing a house concert tonight. At Lewisburg. And they've come up here. Do the concert here. And go to Asheville. Woo! For Occupy Asheville. We're all over the place. So tomorrow. The concert will be tomorrow. Sunday. 11:30. Right here on the plaza.
Yeah, next up we have Bob.
Today is a special day.
A
couple is getting married on Legislative Plaza. We want to respect their space. Guests are arriving. at 4 p.m.
At 4 p.m.
Coming up these main stairs.
Coming up these main stairs.
The wedding service.
The wedding service
is at 5 p.m.
is at 5 p.m.
We are asking.
We are asking
that the parade ends.
that the parade ends
at that end and those stairs.
at that end of those stairs.
We are asking that we try to keep ourselves.
We are asking that we try to keep ourselves
towards the Capitol.
towards the Capitol.
And that during the period between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock,
The period between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock,
we keep sound levels down.
we keep sound levels down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Ben. Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben.
That's always fun. I work as part of Open Table, a homeless outreach group. We have just had 8,800 pounds of food donated to us. It is in Atlanta, and we need help bringing it up to here. And we want to give and share most of it with you. 8,800 pounds of food. So, if you can help me get that food up here, talk to me after General Assembly.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm on the food group. One of the major food groups. I've got a food labeling system. That we put in place for all donations. It is a color-coded dot system. That separates vegan, vegetarian, and meat dishes. I also have a basic food safety sheet. So that anybody working at the food table understands how to safely handle food. The package of dots went missing. So I will have to replenish them. If anybody finds them, put them at the food table. Regarding soliciting donations, we are trying to talk to local farmers, bakers, food producers, to get them to donate to us. Mainly because these are the businesses we want to support. We have a gentleman who owns a farm in Prim Springs, who has an earth oven and bakes artisan breads and fresh granola, and we'll be making a delivery once a week. Go to your farmers markets, or your local food producers, and see if they want to help us out. We will advertise for them, and I will buy food from them. My number is available on the food table. There are food sign-up sheets. Broken down by meals. And days of the week. If you want to bring a meal, please bring a meal. Sign up for it. If you have questions, call me. Thank you very much.
Next up we have Stephen and Alex.
Hi, I'm Steven.
Hi, I'm Steven.
I am Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I wanted to announce that we're the tech group. IT will be having a little workshop after the GA.
IT will be having a little workshop after the GA
to help people become more familiar with our processes and how to get in touch with us. The meeting will be held after the GA, before the march, at the stairs near the Capitol.
If you are on the form, we need to know what working group you're in. In a thread under Nashville chat. So you can get all the good stuff that has for your working group. That's all.
If you guys want to go ahead and say what your working group is,
We're IT.
how can people join you?
If you'd like to join or are interested in helping, meet us at our IT workshop.
At the stairs.
Okay, mic check. What we're going to do now is introduce some of the working groups. So first up we have Dan.
Peace, brothers and sisters. I'm basically new to the group. I bring some experience.
It was hard. The Vietnam protest movement. I got an initiative.
Which I think unites all the citizens of Nashville together. The proposal is free public bus transportation. Including school buses. In the city of Nashville. The funding source will be one half of 1% of the gross revenues of the top 100 corporations doing business in Nashville. And my working group is going to be an action group. We're going to put together a plan. Make this fucking thing happen.
Travis from education.
Friends. Sovereigns. We are. All right. I would like to announce the Education Working Group. What we do is encourage the dissemination of our ideas, our knowledge, and our expertise to each other and the world. To give you an idea of what it is that we do, the Education Collective will be facilitating a talking circle after our march. So if you'd like to attend, it will be here after the march. The topic will be what a leaderless democracy could look like within the United States. Joining us will first and foremost be every single one of us who comes, including author of the book Bad Democracy, which speaks on those topics and historically places it. within our history.
Within our history.
Which makes sense saying historically.
Don't think out
It
loud.
will be
It will be
up here at Legislative Plaza. Oh, it will be
By the Capitol.
it will be by the Capitol.
Be by the Capitol.
Please join us.
Please join us.
And we'll march.
And we'll march.
Forward.
Okay, David.
This is day 14 of our occupation.
This is day 14 of our occupation.
The mic's off. I'm an occupier.
I'm an occupier.
I stay here.
I stay here.
I am going to form a sanitation group.
I'm going to form a sanitation
To
group
keep this place clean.
to keep this place clean.
Okay. If you would like to join the sanitation group, you can come see me. I'll be right at the top of the steps after GA.
Sanitation group at the top of the steps after GA. And the transportation group is going to be over here at this corner of the steps after GA. Clay.
Shorter sentences, please.
Okay, I'd like to announce our music appreciation group.
We'd like to announce our music appreciation group.
There's a great deal of intelligence in music,
There's a great deal of intelligence in music,
particularly over the last 10 years,
particularly over the last 10 years,
expressed that has a lot of insight into what we're dealing with.
Clay. Shorter sentences.
There's a few key points to bring that to awareness of the music.
There are a few key points. There's a few key points.
For that to be recognized by the listener as existing in music pertaining to the movement and a lot of the things that have gone on in government and the world that have led to our movement. So we'll be, I guess, over here, kind of a little ways back on the right, just not too far back, out of their way. Thank you.
Devin.
Mic check. Mic check. I can't hear you guys at the top of the steps, okay? That's a little bit of a problem because there's some people on the sides that cannot hear you. I'm Devin, I'm from Outreach. Outreach basically does we get the word out to the people.
We get the word out to the
I have a
people.
sign-up sheet.
That's a sign-up sheet.
You can sign up to
Sign
and get all the information and flyers.
Get all the information and
Help
flyers.
distribute.
Help distribute.
I sent out these just a little while ago.
Send out these just a little while ago.
Explains what Occupy Nashville is.
Explain what Occupy Nashville is.
If you're not familiar, I suggest you get one.
I suggest you get one.
Also,
Also,
we have shirts that were made.
we have shirts that were made.
I only got a few of them yesterday.
Only got a few of them yesterday.
At 5 or 6 o'clock tonight,
At 5 or 6 o'clock
I
tonight,
will have the rest.
I will have the rest.
We are asking the suggested
We're asking a suggested
donation
donation
of $10.
of $10.
If you would like one,
If you like one,
come find me after the march.
come find me after the march.
Woo! Hi, my name is Barbara. Revolution ain't easy.
Revolution ain't easy.
Like pimping ain't easy.
Yeah.
It's upside down.
So, we're up to about 5 people. We have a committee, political committee. And I think it's important to have to have a political committee so that we can focus on what we want to do. It's not just organizing and marching. And what we're trying to do is get points up to say that Congress needs to change. Wall Street is fine to demonstrate against Wall Street.
Wall Street is fine to demonstrate against Wall Street.
Except what actually happens is done in Washington, D.C.
Except what actually happens is done in Washington, D.C.
And you finish that out.
Okay. And so if you want to join the political group, you can meet, let's say, by the Occupy Nashville information sign.
Meet by the Occupy
Nashville information sign. And to wrap it up. What is it?
All right, emergency announcement.
Emergency announcement.
We have an occupier. Who hurt his ankle. Needs to get to the hospital. If anyone has a vehicle. That would like to help out. Please see Russell. Right now. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
I've been informed by the vibes checkers. It's a little hard to hear in the back. And so if everyone can help out, as you're now doing, participate in the people's mic, and move in closer, we'll all hear each other. This is the decision-making body of our movement. We're now going to move to proposals. If anyone would like to become a part of the process of running General Assemblies, we'll be doing a facilitation training here after the march. So it's not the same faces up in front every time.
Travis Taylor.
I am proposing that we march. Starting from here. Going down Dedrick Avenue to the public square. And then taking a right on 2nd Avenue. And then taking a right on Broadway. And then a right on 4th Street. A left on Commerce. Up to 6th. A left on Church. A right on Capitol. And then to the Plaza. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I think we're going to have one more proposal.
Are we going to do this proposal first? All right, this one is a really simple proposal. Because hopefully that's why everyone's here today. Usually this would be an announcement. But let's test how good we are at consensus. If you want to do this march, indicate. If you don't want to do this march, also show.
Concern?
Are there any blocks?
A specific concern is where is Capitol, only that the march should end at that end and not here.
So clarification? The march comes back over there. So that the newlyweds will hate us their whole lives. All right, let's test one more time. Who wants to do this? Who doesn't want to do this? I think we have consensus. We have one more proposal.
Hello, I'm Jeremiah. I have a proposal. Well, let me tell you about it first, actually. On October 27th, the direct action on Occupy Wall Street have come up with a plan of action to nationally
occupy your capital.
Occupy your capital.
And by capital I mean your capital building.
Your capital building.
Not just your city.
Not just your city.
So I have a proposal that on October 27th we occupy our capital. There are a couple things that we're going to have to figure out in the Direct Action Committee. But this proposal is just that Occupy Nashville support and be a part of this action. That is all.
All right, everybody look at this.
Everybody look at this.
This is our proposal process.
Yes, our proposal process.
We just did it in abbreviated form. But first we start with clarifying questions. That means if you do not understand something about the proposal, you get on stack to ask your question. So that everybody has the information that we need in order to have concerns. Then we go to concerns. If you have a concern, get on stack and express it. Then we go to friendly amendments. All amendments are friendly. That's if you want to change the proposal. And then we restate the proposal. In its new friendly amended form. And then we test for consensus. So if you have a clarifying question, we're now in that moment. And catch Raymond's eye so you can get on stack.
My clarifying question is, are you proposing to move the entire camp to occupy, or is it a select group of direct action individuals that are planning to actually occupy indoors in the Capitol?
Well, as far as we know, we're going to have to go a day before, and whoever goes has to stay the entire weekend, but we also want to have a presence here as well, so we're probably going to find a super squadron of like 20 people to go into the Capitol.
Okay.
Did everybody hear that?
No. Yeah.
Probably wanted to keep using people's nose.
Mic check.
We're probably going to have to find a squadron of people of around 20 people to go into the Capitol on Friday. And stay through the weekend. Because our Capitol isn't open on the 27th, which is a Saturday.
27th is Thursday. Clarify.
Okay, we had a clarifying question here. 1, 2, and we're going to hold on for the rest.
So, I was just going to ask if we were going to actually occupy the interior of the building. I was clear, but this is just whether or not we're going to support the action, not what the full-on details of it are going to be, correct? Yeah. Correct.
Mic check.
To
summarize, this is just to support the action, not to create all the details for the action.
This is just to support the action, not to create all the details for the action.
Okay, we had 2.
I was just going to say that his question pretty much covered it up, whether or not we were going to actually go inside the building or not.
Okay, behind Michael and then Michael. You had a question, sir? No? Okay, Michael.
So, if I to understand, this would be a really good action for some of our older people who can't weather the elements to participate in?
Yeah, I mean, that's... Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
Go ahead.
Affirmative.
So is this a temporary action? You'd said it'd be for a few days, or is it just an open-ended action?
Well, now that I know,
It's on Thursday.
it'll be a one-day event
It'll be a one-day event.
Probably leave the next day in the morning.
Probably leave the next day in the morning.
We'll figure that out later.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I'm Molly. I was wondering, can you state...
Mic check.
Mic check.
I was wondering if you could state that as a whole.
State that as a whole.
To avoid confusion.
To avoid confusion.
When you get to read the proposal, make sure you say everything we can to avoid confusion. Okay. Okay, any more clarifying questions?
Any more clarifying questions?
We bring our tents up there.
Can we bring our tents up there?
You'll be inside.
Oh.
All right, does anyone have a concern with the proposal?
Go ahead.
We need to have legal involved in the... never mind, that's a detailed question.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to make sure that for the revised march route that we have all permits and whatever, so that we won't get in any trouble with the law.
For the march that's happening today?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have all that. Yeah, thanks.
Go ahead, Michael.
My concern is only that we be careful not to diminish our numbers here in the home base camp.
Did everybody hear that? Did everybody hear?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say yours, Travis, then we'll go on to the statement of fact.
Is there another Travis?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I am concerned about the legality of it, and I am
concerned about the legality of it.
And I'm also concerned that this plan has not been developed enough to be proposed.
That's why it's just a proposal to support this nationwide action. Also, it is legal to be in the Capitol at any time. The Peace and Justice Center. The 77-day occupation of the Capitol.
Okay, we had a direct statement of fact. Is that any more concerns? Go ahead.
I heard concerns
that it might make a negative impression of what we're doing.
That it might make a negative impression of what we're doing.
And if we're not really organized about every approach and trained in nonviolence, it might not work. When the peace and justice went in, they were very trained in nonviolence. So there might be a friendly amendment in there. To require that anybody that went in have nonviolence training.
Yeah.
This is just a proposal.
To
support the activists. We'll figure out the details later.
All right, before we move...
Concern. We can close off the table for concerns, do a straw poll, or we can continue with concerns.
Who still has a concern?
Here.
We should take a further concern and
Okay, let's do two more concerns and then we'll move forward.
Okay. Sir, you had a concern?
Oh, okay. Bob?
My concern is that you say it's just a proposal,
which I don't think a proposal is ever just, and that it's sort of conditioned on the specific plans, would we have the opportunity to change our support if we don't like the specific plans?
Did everybody hear that? No. Would you like to repeat and we'll make sure everyone can hear?
Mic check.
Mic check.
My concern is that he is saying it is just a proposal. When proposals are binding. And if we don't like the details, do we have an opportunity to remove our support?
We will re-propose this action with the details to the General Assembly once it passes through direct action.
Alright, so we're going to do a quick straw poll to see how people are feeling about this one so we can get a sense of whether to move forward. How many people would pass through this proposal with some of the amendments that have been stated?
I haven't heard any amendments. I'd like to make.
We'll move forward to friendly amendments as soon as we get a quick test. How many people are feeling basically good about this? How many people are feeling not so good about this? Who's sort of on the fence? Is there anybody that's thinking they might block? Alright, let's move forward to friendly amendments so that we can get a reformulation of the proposal.
Okay, does anybody have any friendly amendments?
I would like to propose an amendment. That when this action happens, we have an attorney present. For the first hours of it.
I would like, my friendly amendment is that we simply insert the phrase "in principle," that we approve this proposal in principle, which means that the details are to follow.
Smaller
Can you repeat that?
Mic check.
Mic check.
I propose that we insert the phrase in principle. That we accept the proposal in principle. So that we all know that the details have not been approved yet.
Okay, any more friendly amendments?
I propose that we move.
Only in principle and subject to a feasibility study. Legal recommendations. Any more friendly amendments?
Maybe that the media group could set up a live stream so that in the case that there is any problems with law enforcement, that it could be recorded.
Any more friendly amendments?
Alright, so
I propose that all persons that are interested in the details in principle will meet with the Direct Action Committee to iron out those details.
Alright! What I'm hearing is that there's a lot of details still to come. And so those who've suggested details, whether this proposal passes or not, join the Direct Action Committee in their hashing out of those details. There was one friendly amendment that did not fall under those details. It was James to suggest that we approve this proposal in principle and bring it back with details for a final approval. Is that our current proposal? Alright, Would you like to restate the proposal?
I propose that in principle we support the October 27th nationwide movement or action Occupy your capital. We will figure out the details. In direct action. And repropose it. To the General Assembly. At a later date.
All right. Now is our chance. To test for consensus. If you're feeling good. Indicate. If you're not sure. Say so. With your fingers. If you don't like it. Are there any blocks? I see consensus. If you'd like to be involved in the details. You know how to do it. Thanks, everybody. We just had consensus on 2 proposals. Let's share the message that Michael just shared. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. It's true. I'm going to do a quick conclusion for this assembly, unless Sarah's here, who is on to do that. Is Sarah here? No. All right. Repeat so that my failing voice will continue.
Repeat so my failing voice will continue.
Imagine. If you use this process. At work. Imagine. If you had democracy. In your families. Imagine. If you had democracy. In your neighborhood. This is what democracy looks like. Right now. In Nashville. On these steps. It would look a little different. At your factory. Or in your house. Or where I live off Jefferson Street. But it would look a little bit like this. Take this home. Let's multiply. Thank you. And if you would like to be part of a massive physical, platonic expression of love, Candyman is going to engage us in a caterpillar hug right up here above the steps. The march will gather to leave at 3 p.m. In 50 minutes. 50. We have a little time. For people to meet each other. To make signs. Right there. Or to join the groups that were announced. Do you have any announcements about that?
In a few moments, if there's anyone who is handicapped or has a body ailment, we ask that you will go to the center of the circle. We're also going to ask that everyone will grab hands and make a big circle right back here. Also, the next GA meeting is tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m.
The next GA meeting is tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m.
Mic check. I love you. I'm glad to see your face. Be sweet. There's going to be music, culture, and art. There's a library with books that you can take home and read. There's information all over. There are tables. There are working groups that need you. They need your support. They need your help. If you see something, please help out. Pocket trash. I have candy. Not a lot of candy, but I got a little bit of candy. My name's the Candyman. If you bring me your pocket trash, butt pockets, any piece of paper that you see, please put it in a trash receptacle. And that's it.